Afternoon YouTube. I thought I'd do another movie review. This time I'm going to talk about Captain America. Should say Captain America Civil War to give it its proper title. I'm going to start off by saying that I a big thank you to the friend who, my mate Simo, who took me to see the film recently. I say recently, would have been about a month ago now, give or take. Really great time. One small spoiler, not spoiler as in spoiler for the movie, but a minor annoyance was the family that decided to go, and the member of the family that thought it was okay to surf Facebook whilst watching the film. Yeah, generally speaking, don't play on your phones if you're in the cinema because it just pisses people off. And I actually felt quite sorry for my mate Simo because he was the one sitting almost directly at an angle behind her. But that's beside the point, rant over. I should also point out before I carry on that I, for various reasons, have not been really keeping up with the Marvel comic stuff that's been coming out. You know, there's only one or two of the films that I sort of caught in. They were really kind of more to do with the, you know, it's not that I'm not into comic books and that sort of stuff. You know, I'm a big fan of 2000 AD or 2001 AD. I can't remember what the name of the comic series is. You know, Judge Dredd, big fan of Judge Dredd, and I will be doing a review on the film Dredd at some point in time. I guess for me, I'm more drawn to comics like, you know, the darker sort of ilk in the comic book graphic novel era, if that makes sense. Like, you know, the Judge Dredd stuff, Walking Dead, the Preacher series, you know, but to name a few. So that does come into it, but I have sort of watched a couple of them and really quite enjoyed them. So anyway, on with the review. Definitely a 10 out of 10. I sort of gave it at the time. I said to my mate Simo about this that, you know, it's more a 9 out of 10 for me personally because I didn't get some of the references, but because of the fact that I didn't get the references, it kind of brings up to a 10 out of 10 for me. You know, there were jokes in there that were kind of in jokes that were related to other films from the franchise. What is the film's basically? I think it's the third instalment of the Captain America series, and it's basically, you know, it talks about an interesting concept which is not very often talked about within the comic book series genre, to my knowledge, which is accountability. I mean, Watchmen did it, and I'm going all over the place with this particular video, so I probably should stick to the subject. But basically, it's, you know, you have these superhero battles. What happens to the ordinary Joe public that's caught in the crossfire, and from there it kind of goes into a divide about who the team should be accountable to. Should they be accountable to the American government, themselves, to the United Nations? What does that lead into? And then in the midst of all of that, there's one of the there's an accusation made against somebody that Captain America thinks is innocent, so he goes to this person's defence. I'm trying not to give too much away, but basically it's a battle between one half of Captain America's team and the other half of Captain America's team. You know, Iron Man versus Captain America type stuff, really. And there's some really cool scenes in it. There's some cinematography and styles that I've not really seen before in films, with the way they shot some of these sequences, which I found really good. The storyline's quite intriguing as well, and you know, there's parts of the plot that I didn't fully get an appreciation for because I haven't watched. I've only watched one of the Iron Man films, and not many of the. And I think I've watched Captain America: Winter Soldier. I think it is. So, you know, there was parts of the plotline that I didn't fully get to appreciate or can't appreciate till I've caught up with the series. But really good acting, a really good cinematography, and some special effects. You know, there's some amazing battle sequences as well. Like there's an amazing battle sequence that takes place between the two sides at Munich Airport, which was just really quite cool. A few little twists and turns, which I won't spoil for you, but as I said, for me personally, I didn't get some of the references, so kind of 9 out of 10, but overall, I would definitely say it's worth watching, and definitely a 10 out of 10. Definitely worth going and seeing if it's still out in the cinema. Yeah, can't say any more than that, can I? I'll speak to you guys soon. Have a good day.